I will talk a little bit about my experience during my stay here in Graph, and especially the impact that Graph had on my career and what I expect for the future. So, my story with Graph has 10 years. I did both my bachelor, master, and PhD here at the group with Professor Carlos Herdeira and Jean Radu. And during this time, I have seen the group change a lot. It almost disappeared, like Professor Carlos said. It was some difficult times here, but we changed the department and then the group resurrected. And now it's way bigger and it's okay. I will not compare with the other one, but it's good now. It has a different dynamic. Well, this is the group now. I just want to point out one of the main things of the group is the dynamic. The group has an excellent environment. We have a lot of lunches in nice places, a lot of lunches. Some events also, like the walks that we had, and some team, let's call team building events, and also some fun once in a while. But above all else, one of the good things of the group is the environment. The group has a very positive environment. You never feel that you are in a bad environment. Okay, so concerning the contributions, in terms of science, the science that is performed at the group is very high level. We have very good training on in our particular case on the compact objects, black holes, and the boson stars, but also the way of thinking is very good and it will go for the rest of your life. Also, it has a huge component on numerics, which not only classical numerical methods, but also machine learning. There is also a contribution of that. And this gives you a very good skill for your future that you can apply in any place. For writing, especially due to the contribution of Professor Carlos Herdeira, which is a very good writer, and you will really learn during the PhD to write properly papers, which then is used for your continuous career and writing proposals, as well as communication. One thing that I found very interesting, also in the experience on the outside, is the good level of science communication that we have here. There is a kind of healthy competition on giving presentations. We also go many times to give conferences, which gives a good training, which also relates to the next point, which is the collaborations. There is a lot of events. We go to a lot of places. This was just during my PhD. We went to a lot of places. We interacted with a lot of people. And this gives, it allowed me to go to both Brazil and Japan and know different cultures and different ways to work, which it's not just in terms of science, but also in terms of personal growth, which is an opportunity that we don't have in many places. And also organizing conferences, which even though it's a huge challenge, after it's rewarding and we learn how to organize events. Now, currently I'm in Prague. I keep doing strong gravity research, but the group there is mainly cosmology, so I've been moving for cosmology a little bit. And the tools that I learned here, not only the science, but also the numerics, have been transitionally very smoothly to this new topic. Concerning the future, now we are in the best time for a strong gravity. We have one collaboration with 3 gravitational wave detectors that are detecting gravitational waves with reasonable accuracy, and not in such a big proportional, but still we impact the Event Horizon Telescope and the James Webb. And interestingly, especially the Virgo Library and Cairo collaborations have been detecting gravitational waves of compact objects that you expect are black holes. However, recently they have detected some gravitational waves from objects that are in the black hole's mass gap. So it's, even though they are expected to be black holes, the mechanism of formation is not so linear. And for this is where I think that graph will have a big impact moving forward. Also, because now in 10, 15 years, we'll have the two new telescopes for the gravitational waves. And in this case, the graph, due to his big contribution in alternative compact objects, in fact, graph is one of the leading groups on these compact objects with bosonic fields, black holes with hair and the boson stars. I think it will give a huge contribution to this, to try to explain these detections that are not in agreement with what we expect for black holes. Graph has a huge, has a well-established study for this. Through numerical modeling, not only the construction, but also creating the models, phenomenology, either through lensing or kinematics, time evolution, and now more recently, this has to be starting to be included, like it was mentioned many times, machine learning and also perturbations. So I see that graph will have a big contribution on this. So on this, I finish. Thank you.
Do you want to? Yeah, just leave it there until the end of the session. Thank you very much, Alexandre, and also for making the effort to come here from the Czech Republic. And it's really great to see you. And finally, to end our session, this session, not